How wonderful to see my child awake at last. Now we'll never have to be apart. There is so much to catch up on, so much to see and do together. We can chat for hours, take long walks, share meals, and then... If my child's memories are truly lost, I wonder... Emblem Sigurd.
I am here.
There's something I'd like to discuss with you.
Today certainly was eventful. Queen Lumera seems so kind and caring. I'm sure she was a wonderful mother. If only I could remember those days. I must have felt so lucky to be her child.
Why are you here alone?
What was that? Was that me?
Are you all right? It looked as though you were having a bad dream.
I was. But yes, I'm all right. Were you here this whole time?
You were wearing my ring when you went to bed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to take it off.
That's all right. Keep it on. Then if something happens, I will be able to help. Besides, after a millennium together, I would feel uncomfortable if we were separated now.
Marth. What was I like? You knew me back then. You must be able to tell me something.
Well, you were kind, as you are now. There's no need to remember everything at once. Take your time. Ease back into your memories. Lumera advised that too, didn't she?
Yes, she did. Sorry. I don't mean to be impatient.
It's all right.
What was that?
I'm not sure. An enemy raid? We had best take a look. I'm worried about Lumera and the others.
Agreed. Vander! Clan! Fram!
Oh, Divine One. Thank goodness you're safe.
What's happening? Tell me!
Some enemies busted right through the castle walls like paper! Suddenly, bam! They're here!
What's worse, they fought their way into the ring vault. If you ask me, they're trying to get their hands on the Emblem Rings.
Even as we speak, Queen Lumera is defending the vault. Quickly, we must fly to her aid.
Sounds like a plan. Follow me!
What's up, adventurers? My name is Platinum Phoenix, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Engage. Last time, we took on a practice fight against Lumera, as well as earned the Liberation Sword for our troubles. And this time, people seem to have broken into the castle, so we need to fight our way to the ring vault. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so this is just telling us about enemy drop icons. So if we move back over here, you can see that she has a little bag next to her character, I guess. Her health bar is what I should say. The little green bag is the identification on when there's an item with an enemy. But I think there's something more important to go over for
As
this
your steward.
round of fighting. Or for this chapter, I guess I should say. And that is the weapon triangle. There are effective weapons for each of the 3 different weapons, as well as
For the Divine Dragon.
a bunch of side weapons as well. So the main 3 weapons are swords, axes, and lances. And swords are
I'll do my
effective
best.
against axes. Axes are effective against lances, and lances are effective against swords. And it's good to keep those in mind because having an effective weapon does three things.
Divine Dragon, look
The
at
first is that it can break the guard of the opponent, making it so they can't counterattack any attacks afterwards. The next is that once the opponent is hit with an effective weapon, the effective damage from the weapon is actually tripled, I believe, from everything I could find. So it's really good to try to use effective weapons as much as possible so you can get as much damage out of your units as possible. The other things are
too
that
many
there's
of them.
actually...
We'll never make it to the ring
Actually,
vault.
before I go over more,
Through this door, right?
we have something coming up right here.
Yes, this is the one.
Then let's go.
I hear voices. Someone's coming.
Made it. And not a moment too soon. The Crown Prince Alfred of Firenze is here to help. Let me at him.
Prince Alfred of Firenze, you said?
Could it be? Are you the Divine Dragon? You finally woke up?
I did, yes.
That's amazing! You know, I've waited ages for this to happen. There's so much to talk about. Later, of course, after we've taken care of these scoundrels. Who are they, anyway?
We're not sure. They attacked so suddenly.
Well, let's do this quickly. Pin down whoever's in charge and get some answers. Oh, these are my retainers, Etier and Boucheron. From now on, consider us at your disposal. Lead the way, Divine One.
Thank you for your help.
Alright, and with that, we actually get 3 more units to control. Alfred, Etier, and Boucheron. And this is actually the reason that I wanted to wait until now to talk about the weapon triangle. These 3 are actually very important when talking about that. Specifically, Etier is really important to talk about that. But I'll go over her in a second after I take out this flying unit.
I hope you find peace.
Luckily, he has an axe and is able to take that one out. But Etier is our first bow wielder, which is really important for this match, or for this chapter, because bow users are effective against flying units. So if we just move her over here, we can attack this one, and as you can see, it does a lot of damage against flying units. Which makes it very easy to actually take out a lot of these Pegasus riders, is what they're called. The last thing I want to... Well, not the last thing, but the next thing I want to go over is actually Fram. Because Fram is my medic, but she's also what is called a martial class. Meaning that whenever she attacks, she is just punching. And martial classes are actually effective against any class that has a silver diamond around their class, or around their weapon. So bows they're effective against, stones they're effective against, and there's knife users as well that they will also be effective against. Called thieves mostly. But any knife users are also weak to the martial classes, which is good to keep in mind. And now, actually, the last thing I want to go over for the weapon classes is that there are some weapons that are effective against more than one class or type of unit. And it's important to know that if a weapon is good against more than one thing an opponent has, it only calculates one of those as a weakness. So say you have a bow that is good against wyverns as well. Wyverns are a flying class, so the bow is a strength against the flying class, but it would also be a strength against the wyvern. But it only calculates the effectiveness from one of those two, so you don't get double the benefits because it's double as strong. But with that being said, we are actually pretty close to this chapter being over. Our main goal is literally just to take out that armored unit at the end, and we should be able to...
That's how it's done.
I want to say do that next turn, but... something else that I'm actually thinking of now, is that there are some classes that are really good at taking one type of damage, but are really bad at taking another type. Specifically, classes like the armor, our general class, like our axe armor is what, Abney, whatever her name is. Her class is the axe armor, which means she has really high defense, 11, but she has no resistance. So she is weak against classes that are mage type, like clan here. But we are just going to use him to take out this sword user, and then I think we are just going to get a level up. That's good. Defense, resistance, and luck all going up. And I want to take out this flying unit, and then I think I'm just gonna have Phoenix take out the axe armor unit. Because we should be able, maybe with a different weapon. Yeah. Our rapier is good against cavalry units as well as armor units, so using this makes the sword effective against her as well as being a sword unit against the axe unit. But we are just going to use Lodestar Rush and take her out.
Who are you, and what do you want?
I am here to fight, not exchange words.
Fate has brought us here.
Fate has brought us here. Now I shall stab you 9 times.
You're not just any soldiers, are you?
And with that, that should be the end of the chapter. We got a Volinary. That's nice. Oh, and our bond with Mars went up, and we get break defenses. If unit attack breaks foe, unit makes an extra attack at 50% damage. So that is another way that Mars can just make you do extra attacks. So basically, like I was just saying, if Phoenix, which is a sword user, hits an axe user with a sword, it'll break them unless they're an armor unit with high defense, then it's harder to break them. But if you break them, you get the extra attack, then you get the extra attack from his divine speed, then if you're 5 times faster than them with your speed, you get a 4th attack. So right now, we have the opportunity to get 4 attacks in 1 turn with Phoenix, which is insane, but... Oh, and it's not... I guess we have to take out all the units.
Yeah,
I was not thinking about that. I guess I'm just going to use a Volinary to heal, and we'll see what happens next. These units are all just going to run into Phoenix, aren't they? This is gonna be a slaughter, is what's gonna happen. They hit a 46% chance. That's awful. How dare they? And I think I want to get a little bit more experience on Fram, because she's really good as a unit and as a healer in particular. But you can see here that the martial units can break the bows as well. And next, we just have this one left, and I think I'm just gonna let Etier take the experience for this one. Just shoot it with the bow and end this chapter. And Fram is our MVP. This chapter only took 4 turns as well, which is really nice.
Looks like we cleared the way. Let's get to the ring vault. Whoever it is you are, the rest of your forces have all been defeated. So surrender now. If you refuse, I will stop you. But how?
Do I detect a hint of fear? Of course I do. Time to die. Look out! Now, why don't you hand the rings over to me?
Leave here at once!
No.
Here, Queen Lumera! I'll fix you up!
What's the matter?
My staff isn't helping her. She's hurt really bad. And it's her divine dragon powers. They're almost totally wiped out. A divine dragon, losing their power. It's the same as losing years of their life. The thing is, there's no reason Queen Lumera should be drained like this. It doesn't make any sense.
It's simple, my young one. I gave my power unto you.
But why?
All the years you were sleeping, healing, I was transferring my divine dragon powers to you. I hoped it would be enough to bring you back to me someday. But now, it would seem that I am completely spent.
Oh no, this is my fault. I did this.
No, my dear. You have to push those thoughts away. There is nothing a mother wouldn't do to see life return again to her beloved child.
But
This ring, it belongs to you now. The ring of the Holy Night. I had so hoped to give you the ring I made as well. But that's not possible now. Listen to me, child. Those who invaded here, I sensed the power of the fell dragon within them. You must not allow them to capture any more of the rings. Please, I beg of you, gather together all 12 rings. And when your scattered memories return to you, you must fight on with the utmost divinity. I believe in you, my child.
I understand. I'll collect the rings. I swear to you. And I'll fight. I'll do whatever you want. But please, don't leave me. Mother!
Young one. How I've longed to hear you call me that. All of those years, I held out hope. My heart is fuller than you could ever know.
It can't end like this. You were going to give me that ring once my memories came back. You promised. And there are so many things you haven't told me yet. You said that we would talk.
I did. There's still so much I wanted to say to you. Being your mother, becoming your mother has brought so much happiness into my life.
I know, and I'm happy to be your child. In this moment, here and now, and 1,000 years ago, I am. Don't go! Stay with me until I remember again. Please, Mother! I need more time!
Oh, my sweet one. Now, let's make a promise. Mother and child. We'll make it a pinky promise. I swear to you, I'll be with you always and forever. And the ring, remember. Once you've rested, we will talk. You and I.
Mother. No. Please!
This simply cannot have happened. Queen Lumera.
Divine Dragon Queen. She has left us.
Mother, please wake up. You promised you'd stay by my side. You have to. You have to keep your promise.
Thank you for helping with my mother's funeral.
It was the final service we could provide Queen Lumera as stewards.
I can't believe she's gone.
Come on, Fram. Think how hard this must be on the Divine Dragon. We gotta hold it together.
I'm trying, but...
Lumera. I never thought our paths would diverge so soon.
Nor I. And to leave a child behind, I did that in death. A bitter memory. I vow to protect your offspring in your absence, Lumera.
If we could grant our power now...
Marth, you know that's not possible without the other emblems here.
Yes, I know.
This is awful. Sorry I couldn't have done... something.
No, Prince Alfred. Without you, our losses may have been even greater. Though I must ask, why did you come? Was there something you needed?
Our kingdom is in danger. My mother sent me to ask Queen Lumera for help. All over Firene, our people are being attacked by these creatures.
Creatures? What kind of creatures?
These things are like people, but cracked, almost crumbling.
The corrupted.
Oh, so that's what you call them.
Yes. Corpses brought back to life.
No wonder they wouldn't listen to us. They just keep attacking everything. We sent our knights out to hold them off, but it's a losing battle. My kingdom is being destroyed. Divine One, will you help us? Please, come with me to Firene.
Me? What can I do? It was my mother's help you wanted, not mine.
Queen Lumera is gone. You're the last Divine Dragon. We need the power of the rings to save Firene. And only you can do that. Sorry, I don't mean to press the topic. I'll return to Firene. We'll do what we can.
I'm coming with you.
You will?
I don't want more families to be torn apart. More people to suffer. Even if I'm scared, I have to push through my fear. Now that my mother is gone, it's my duty to step into the role of Divine Dragon. And if each kingdom is protecting rings, I take it Firene has one, correct?
That's right.
Then I need to go there anyway, to honor my mother's request. She asked me to gather all of the rings and bring peace back to Helios. As the Divine Dragon, I officially accept the Kingdom of Firene's request for aid.
That's great to hear. Thank you, Divine One.
Happy to help, Prince Alfred.
Just Alfred is fine. I've been visiting you at the Somniel since I was a boy. I think of you as an old friend. A very, very old friend.
I appreciate that. Actually, I can't remember anything from before I fell asleep.
Nothing?
This world is new to me. I appreciate having friends who can teach me about it.
I'll do my best. Can't say I'll know much compared to Queen Lumera, but I'll try.
Thank you, Alfred.
With the unfortunate passing of Queen Lumera, we have been given 2 new quests. The first is to collect the 12 emblems and bring peace back to Helios. And Prince Alfred here has requested our aid in Furene, so that is what we will do next. But before we actually end this episode, we need to go over one more thing, which is the last thing that Lumera ever gave us, which is the Ring of the Holy Knight. So, Emblem Sigurd is a really good emblem, actually. He works really well with basically anyone because of his trait of improving mobility. He improves mobility a lot, as well as one of his main starting abilities, being able to increase movement by another 5. So he basically can almost double anyone's movement stat, which is really good for an emblem. The other thing to go over with Sigurd is that I would actually recommend putting him on a healer more than almost anyone else. Mostly because healers are usually on foot and are usually kind of slow compared to other units. So giving them Sigurd actually allows them to be a lot faster when they're engaged and allows them to reach units to heal them a lot easier than they would if they were just on foot. The other stats that Emblem Sigurd increases are dexterity, defense, and build, which just means the unit that is equipped with them is harder to hit, is more defensive and can tank more hits when they are hit, and can carry heavier equipment without being slowed down. He also has Rider's Bane as his unique weapon to start out, which is effective against cavalry, so you can use your faster movement to take on the faster cavalry of the enemies using Rider's Bane. But I believe that is all there is to go over for Sigurd, so I think we're just going to call this here. So I hope that everyone enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Next time, we go with Alfred to Furene. But until then, happy adventuring!